Hi friends, and today I brought a fresh topic for you, and that is called scrapbook. Now I'll tell you one best example of scrapbook. When me and my friends were sitting for a small party, and we were just chatting, and everyone were giving some or the other past knowledge about themselves. And even I was trying to do that, but ultimately I failed to do it, and I realized I'm doing bits action to them. Sometimes I'm talking about 6th standard, sometimes I'm talking about my girlfriend, sometimes I'm talking random here and there, and I got confused, and it was same with them also. So that evening I really thought, why I was not able to communicate my ideas. So then I thought I'll just write it down. So I took a piece of paper and I started scribbling. I started writing what happened in my 1st standard. 2nd standard, I started bunking my class. So I just made a small pond, a tree, a cycle, a very barren drawing. I just did a rough work, But I was trying to explain this is what happened in 2nd and 3rd. And you don't believe, by like 2-3 hours, I was liking my memory, I was just trying to understand this what exactly happened during my school time. So then I called my friend, the one over you will see in my chapter. I have mentioned him, his name is Conrad. So I called him and I told him I realized, where I was going wrong and why I was not able to put my ideas in front of you. So right now, I just wrote some of my ideas on a piece of paper, and now I'm sticking this in a diary so that it will be safe enough for me. So next time, whenever we meet, I have my ideas to show. So I started putting all my ideas, but end of the day when I started looking at it, it looked very like a scrap stuff, not like a very diary clean written. No, everything was here and there, the stapler work, the drawing, the crayon, somewhere calligraphy. Then I realized this is an art book which I need to preserve. So then I showed to my friend and they appreciated me. It's a wonderful job which I've done, and that's how I got introduced to scrapbook, and that's what I'm trying to share my idea with you. How a scrapbook has to be done. No big expensive time. Whatever you have around, it could be just pencil, colors, anything you have around, you can just make it up. Sometimes scissors, sometimes stapler. Just take it, fix it up, put your memory. That's all the scrapbook is all about. But in my ongoing topic, I'll be introducing how each and every sector scrapbook keeps on changing, and how the demand of scrapbook is going to be in the market, whether it's an amateur or a fresher or a professional. I'll be showing a range of journey for you. So in my coming class, right after this, you see the video, what exactly I have done and how you need to make a scrapbook. Sizes could be anything. Freedom is all yours. So pick it up and just do it. Hi, as I promised you that I'll be showing a real demonstration on a piece of paper. As you see already, like one sheet of my scrapbook is already done. So this is one sort of a preparation. This is my daily professional book where I write all my details throughout the day's job. So now what I'm going to do is that, if you can see around my tools, like I have staplers, sketch pens, C18 colors, oil pastels, chisel markers, wax colors. So there are X, Y, Z materials lying around. So whenever you have a scrapbook done, you can just take whatever material you have around rather than choosing what I have. Like for example, to start off with this, so this is a calligraphy pen, So simple, I might just write Scrapbook, S-C-R-A-P book, B-O-O-K, scrapbook. Now if I want, I can just outline this with using the same one and give a better look. So this is some of your creativity which you can use to make this book smarter. So now this is the center of the page which I'm using to make this sort of a work. Now as my subject is altogether memory, so like what I will do is that I'll just pick up this, and my subject is memory. So this is my today's topic. So what I'm going to do is that it's very important for me to have a date for this particular day when I'm doing my scrapbook. So today being 10 June, so I'm going to have 10th June 20. So you check the placement, Now what happens is whenever I start getting my work done, it is very important for me to understand I don't cover up some of the important things. Even if I cover this, it's fine. But if I cover this part, this becomes a problematic stuff. Now for example, let's start off with this, So either I get this date written like this, or like what I do is that I just use the scissor for cutting. So I cut this. I take one color to write, so this could be my date, that's 10th June 20. I might take little water, take some color and just add some designs on it, that's enough. Then I take this clip and I just want to replace this out here with this. So I just use a clip for this particular stuff. So you see the scrapbook is already starting to know with different materials which I'm using. So what I do is that, like recently I had been to Switzerland, and that is where I found this. So some of my memories which I would like to put it around. So I just fix it out here. This could be the last one which I'll be fixing. Whatever I'm going to paste, that is going to be my last item which I'm going to do it. But right now what I would like to do is that I would like to decorate this piece of work with some of my calligraphy work. How you start filling it up. Like for example, now this is like when I had been to Jaipur, so I got this block. So I want to place this. The thing is that my scrapbook should make some sense. Like for example, let's just stop it. The work, this is my best friend, so I just want to put him in my scrapbook. So what I do is that I use it in a better way. I just cut it. Cutting is a craft, okay? It's an art. So you just need to know what are the important things you need to cut when you're cutting, which are the unnecessary things you can just throw it off. You do not need to bundle it up and spoil your work. So this is the first part which I have got. So I'm not going to paste anything right now. I'm just going to fix it up and see where it is going to happen. Now the things which is not required, I might just cut it to get a nice one. So I might just get it out here if required. I just keep it out here. So this is the first one of it. Then suddenly I realized I had been to this fabric market to get some fabric, as I am into textile job. So I thought of getting some fabric. So I have some fabrics which I would like to cut into smaller pieces. So now this is like one of the print you find on fabric, cotton fabric. This is called ikat fabric, So I want to preserve this. So when I have this, so you see the important things what I have. My scissors, my staplers, my brush, my colors, everything is around me. So when I'm doing my job, I know everything is around. So you see how my scrapbook is getting ready. So now same time, like when this is happening, so I would like to write, this is ikat fabric. This meter costed me 250 rupees and it was brought from Mumbai. So what happens is that this one particular stuff goes out here. It goes out here. So overall, when you see the book again, you can see the way it is done, Now same thing. Now when I have been to Jodhpur, so I brought this block. So I would like to show you some stuff, So the block, I can't put this entire wooden out there, So I'm just going to make a small block on this stuff. So I'm just putting a softer one behind this page and then just trying to get this out here fixed up. So this is the first block. So just to give a small impression of this stuff. Now same time. So for some sort of decorations, what you can do is that you can use a sketch pen and you can go adding for your design. You can go more for your block work, because if your block work is not really crisp, so you can add some of your artwork if you're good with it. So you can just have this design done, you can have this design done. Ultimately, it is not what exactly you are good with, it is only to let you know that this was brought from Jodhpur. So you can write Jodhpur and you can write the date. I guess like this had been in the month of May, so May 15th 2020. So again, this is my past time. So ultimately, when we talk about scrapbook, if you don't have a date and you don't have the identification of the place, that just becomes a drawing book. That is the difference between your album and your scrapbook. Scrapbook has contents of lots of stuff which you can mention, as I'm showing you out here. Recently I had been to this botanical garden and there I found some interesting leaf which I felt it could be used in my textile or in my fashion subject. So you can see the leaves out here. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to do a small spray work. I'm just going to take the old toothbrush. I'm just going to take the green color out here and I'm just going to add a small spray effect on this. So as you can see out here. Yeah. So now this is how I'm going to have the impression of the leaf. So I just leave the leaf out here. Later on, like once it dry, don't keep on doing all there and there itself. You can take your time. If today morning I found this, you need not need to make more and more craft work on that day morning itself just to make your craft work look good. That's fine. You can just leave the page the way it is, because on 10 June that's all you could do it if you want to follow the dates. But if you feel like actually if I've done 10th June out here and you have some space out here, you could write out there on 11 June. As I told, May 15th was one of the date and 10 June is another date. Now when I'm doing this, it's very important for me to keep in mind I've got lots of other things also I'm supposed to put in my scrapbook memory. Like for example, recently some of my sketches which I did, I would like to put it out there also. Like so I have this one, so I could just get this out here. So now you see my scrap text is getting covered out here, but no problem. So that's one thing. Second thing is that again, like I have another one, so I don't want to cover this artwork, so I could just get it out here itself, because both the faces could be with each other. So I need to see how I'm going to, this goes fine out here, but this gets covered out here. So placement is very important, where I want to put it out here, whether it's this or this. I think this should be fine. So I just get it out here and fix it out here. So what I do is that in my scrapbook, I don't paste the entire picture. I just leave it, so I can sometimes if I want to go through the reference, I can read this. So I have fixed the glue out here, so I can still have the flexibility of watching it up. Okay, so this is one job which I have done. Same thing is that then I have some patches. This also was from London, which I had brought. So I want to fix this also because I like this. So I will just get this also with the help of a stapler. I just fix this out here. Now, if you go to see, most of the students might be troubled to understand. We are not with drawing, and if you see till now, I've not started any drawing out here. It is all the crafting which I'm doing. The crafting and pasting is what I'm showing. Ultimately, it is only the time span which I'm trying to explain how you are supposed to do the scrapbook. As I told you, my friend out here, you know, either you fix up with the glue, or like the easy method, what you could do is that you can just get it out here and you can just fix it up here. Okay? And sometimes it can go outside your page also, that's fine, but not too outside, which can spoil the work. So I placed out here. So now when this is happening, so I can write, this is my friend Conrad, you know, so right now he is in US. So but like I like my childhood time with him. This was brought from London, so this was in the year of 2019, December 14th. So these are some of the dates. Mark it, put an arrow to this part to show. Same time out here, you can put an arrow out here. This is my fashion illustration. So when I'm writing, I'm using a calligraphy pen, so you can see the way I'm putting my text. I have done this. Now once I do with this, there is a fluorescent color pen also. If you go to see somewhere around, I'm just trying to give a good look to this stuff. So this all belongs to the yellow block, so I'm just going to add the yellow out here. But on the other side, if you can just zoom out and see, you can see the entire page how it is going to be done now. So this is the first area which I'm taking care of it. Some easy tricks. Most of the people might be really bad with the drawing, or like with the calligraphy. So what you could do is that you just cut some write-off from the magazine which says something easy fonts, for example, this easy. So I've just cut this. I would like to place this out here, easy stuff, So second thing is that again I have taken all about you. So this is going to be again paste because it's my own memory book. So I would like to just fix it out here. And this is always fascinated crafting for me, aeroplane, so I can just get this aeroplane fixed out here, and same time I could just get my dreams done with my parachute out here. So it shouldn't be too much also happening on one single page. If you want to leave some of the plain stuff, you can leave the plain out here, or like if you want to color it, you can definitely use the colors. You can just take a flatter one and you can use some colors, and you can just add like little bit of water effects on the either side of it. If you're good with watercolor, it is fine. Otherwise you can use chalk marks, like for example I might take this crayons and I can just use this blue color. So I can use blue shades if it's required, somewhere out here, somewhere out. So this is how you keep filling your page. So you can see overall at a given time, this is a page which I did an example for you to show the smallest page, Otherwise I work normally on A3 sheets because that keeps on giving me an exploration and creativity space. But right now, just to show a small idea, I have made this page. If you can see this, this was my initial daily every day I do this. This is my daily activity job, and this is one memory page which I just wanted to keep in front of you, and I made it, which was happening on 10 June. Then my friend's name out here, then some of my drawing, my brand work. You can just see around. So when you do for your memory work, memory artwork assignment, I want something to be done like this, but end of the time, don't make so scattered that not able to carry, whenever you need to show to some of your friends, see that it shouldn't fall down. It has to be pasted properly, it has to be kept properly so that it can last for a longer time. Thank you.